down here. There we go. There she is. Hey everybody, welcome to my belated birthday stream. Yesterday was I'm gonna move that. This is my checklist for the day. We will see what comes with it. Hey Gabby, hey Josh. I'm so old. I am so old. Yes, thank you. That's mean. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's cute. How cute is that? Thank you, old sloppy. Wait. Oh, that would have been funny if I... Oh, right. I have to change the scene. Tell me I had to change this. That was all a surprise, you guys. Old Sloppy set that up for me. Gorgeous. So much fun. I don't know when it's done. Like, what if there was supposed to be like a present after it? Like someone was supposed to come down the stairs and present something to me. That would be... Yeah, Josh, I get it. I mean, you're not old. I won't say how old I am because that'll, But I understand your thing, Josh. I get there. I understand what it's like to be around that age. Oh my God, I'm so excited that everybody's here today. Oh, wow. My arm handle just slipped out from underneath me. So, the party horn is a bit of a tell. Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. It's all good. No big deal. So today I'm actually going to do programming on my birthday. I thought it'd be really fun to like play a game or like hang out with everybody and just like chill, but we have to download Stream. Oh, that's okay, Josh. If I need you, I'll yell your name. But that sounds great. Go ahead. I love my lurkers. I love anybody who is like around. So thank you for the support and thanks for saying that I'm old instead of saying happy birthday. That's the way better thing to do when you're it's like no happy birthday, just you're so old. Yeah, I know. So sad. It's exciting though. Hey Gabby, hey Mr. Deeds. I'm so excited because today is my first day as an affiliate. I got my button on my birthday, which is so exciting. So that means that like we're gonna start adding stuff to the stream, like channel points and fun things that weren't able to do before that are going to add value and fun. And so I'm really excited about that. But because it just happened, I haven't been able to do that yet, or we haven't been able to do that yet. So, oh, right. Ads every 3 minutes? That can't happen. Is that really? We got to change that. Oh, okay. I was like 3-minute ads every 3 minutes. That's terrible. Oh, I thought you were serious. Oh my goodness. That would have been the worst thing ever. So I'm so excited. And so today I'm actually just going to program and maybe we'll play games some other time. Oh, I might play games if I'm late tired and I don't want to do program anymore. If you can see, like we built a checklist. Old Sloppy built a checklist app for me. So we've got, today I'm going to look a little bit into how to build an authenticator for my app. And then we're going to convert the Soapbox app to Django. And, I didn't name it. Thank you, Old Sloppy. I have to name that. So I'm just going to fix that for a sec. It is Jasmine Pearls is what my tea is called today. Jasmine Pearls. I'm drinking Jasmine Pearls. Sounds so fancy. Hi, Rodis. How's it going? It's great to see you. Welcome to the stream. fantastic to have so many people around. I appreciate everybody hanging out on my birthday. I mean, belated birthday, but still birthday. I consider birthdays to be like full months, or at least the week. So yeah, so it's still my birthday in my book. But yeah, woo! I'm so excited to be here streaming on my birthday. Like I said, yesterday was channel. I know. Did we add? So we do have channel points. I don't know if we added any specials for those channel points. I think we did actually, right? Can I read them? I have infinity channel points. Do you know that you start as like your own channel points? You can do whatever you want with them, which is fun. Oh, you highlighted your message. That's fantastic. Super fun. Highlight and allow viewer to call who gets rated. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. That's really cool. We still have like our regular commands though, right? Like stretch and hydrate, which I didn't even bring a thing of water down. Let's see. Hydrate, tea, birthday, posture, uptime, clip, 8-ball, socials, GitHub. Yeah, awesome. I'm doing great. Yes, your friend did raid me the other day. Oh, yes, I was getting really close to the end, Rotus. And yeah, but Profits is great. I saw Profits stream today working on a D&D text-based app in Python, which is really cool. And so complex. I saw that like just the database that he's got going on is crazy and so much fun. So yeah, Rhodas, well, welcome. I'm so glad to see you here. Yeah, I know. So what I do on my stream right now is I'm trying to build this recommendation app. So I was thinking about playing games or something today because it's my birthday, but I was like, you know what? I actually want to code on my birthday, which makes me like a mega nerd in the absolute best way. So I'm super excited. But thank you for showing up. It's really great. We like people of all coding capabilities, like people who have never coded before are welcome because I am relatively new in object-oriented programming. And so I like to just encourage new people to try and fail because that's what I do all the time. Yeah, big hug. Yes, absolutely. It is cool. Yeah, I love birthdays. I wish I had 2 a year. Even if I had to age with them, I would still really love them. Be like 60 and everybody else would be like 30 and I'd be like, I don't know, I love it. Yeah, it's awesome. I love birthdays. And so, yeah, so yesterday had a big party with my in real life community and they were all really great. And so that was a lot of fun. And so today is my belated birthday stream, but your birthday is so really lasts like a whole week, like I said. So yeah, it would just be a blast. I love birthdays. I love them. My day to be important. So I'm drinking jasmine pearls tea, but we broke our tea kettle, and so I had to use a tea bag, and I only used it once, and so I had to like save it for a couple days because I didn't want to use it only once, because then tea is like you can use it for like 2 or 3 steeps. And so I just kept it for like 4 days, which is ridiculous. That is an AT-AT. Moomy, hey, thank you you did a cheered, what's a cheer? Just cheered 1 bits. Thank you, that's awesome. Oh my God, did Moomy give us our first bit? Moomy, you're the best. Thank you so much. That's amazing. I may cry, but it's okay. Don't look at me. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I know. So yeah, Moomy, I feel like you earned something. Ooh, thank you for my birthday bit. That's amazing. I will, absolutely. I will spend it wisely. I'll probably spend it on the stream, to be honest, but I will. Maybe that'll be I'll put a picture of it. Like, oh, somebody clip that. I'm gonna clip it. Hopefully it stays on there. Must provide a valid token. What? What is that? Darn it, we can't clip. I wanted to clip it because then I could I could put it up. Oh, it broke because we're affiliates now. I'm so sad. It did it in Stream Manager? Okay, good. Yeah, so now we can Mumi's first bit. We're going to print it and we're going to put it up. This is going to be like in a restaurant, how they put their first dollar up. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, it's hilarious. Thank you so much. I love my birthday. Yeah, I know. But that was supposed to be, this is a surprise. You can't just print bits, Old Sloppy. Then we get bit inflation. All right, cool. Man, I'm just so happy. I feel so loved. I mean, it's been amazing to have everybody here. And no, I didn't see an alert go off, but you're kind of, yeah, I don't know. A little bit, I think. I saw it. I mean, I saw it on screen somewhere. So anyway, aside from that, so today what we're going to do is I'm going to look at how to build an authenticator with Django, and I'm just going to kind of review the steps and kind of think about what I need to have on an authenticator in order to make it legit, because I don't want to be trying to build an authenticator that's garbage. So I don't know. That's true. That's true. How many people give 1 bit though anyway? Oh, thanks for the follow. Teomic. That's an amazing name. I love that. Teomic, thank you for the follow. Birthday follow. It's amazing. Thanks so much for the love, everybody. Yeah, it would get pretty obnoxious, but I don't know how many people give 1. Is that common? I don't really know, but it's an awesome birthday first birthday bit. So I wiped out on the screen. Oh, from Brazil. That's amazing. Welcome to the stream. I know a few people who follow that are from a bunch of places. I can't really think. Portugal and where else? Let's see. We had someone on the other day. Oh, I can't remember. But yeah, welcome from Brazil. It's great to have people from all over the world. I mean, I love, especially programming with people from all over the world. It's that just makes it feel so much more important and deep, and I love that. So yeah, welcome, Teomic. Thank you. It's my birthday stream today, and we're gonna do some, like I was just saying, we're gonna look at what it is, what the things that you have to think about when you're building an authenticator from. Rodis is also from Brazil. That's amazing. Brazil party up in here. I wish I could go visit. Be cool. Yeah, I think that's fantastic. So welcome to everyone from Brazil, everyone Brazilian. Fantastic. So the thing that I want to do today is make sure that I can build a robust authentication app, not the app, but the piece of the app. And then I want to try to rebuild my recommendation app in Django. And then if I'm done, I'm just going to pull out a Dr. Mario game and chill out. Cause yesterday was really high energy. It was a lot of fun, but we had a party with 10 people and we played Taboo. Has anybody ever played Taboo before? Or what are some of everyone's favorite board games? Because I love Taboo. It's this game where you have a word that you have to make someone else say, and you can't say any of the words underneath it, and so you have to think outside the box to get them to say the word, and that's a blast. Board games are fun for me. I played Wordle for a while. But after the New York Times bought it, I don't know, it felt a little bit, that's okay, old sloppy. I might have gotten the clip, but that's okay. We can always go back and yeah, we'll just go back into the video. That's not a problem. Because that's going to be super important to have it like first dollar, first bit. It's just so exciting. And the fact that it was Moomy, you have no idea. Like, I just feel so honored. I'm so excited. Okie dokie. So I say okie dokie a lot. You should have an okie dokie counter because it's the old fashioned word, the most old fashioned word or phrase that I use. And I say it constantly. Okay. I almost did it again. I'm going to share my screen with some VS Code, but really, like I said, I'm going to do authentication in Django. So we're going to play with some Django today because we did the other day. Ugh, I hate video tutorials. Oh, it's in here. Perfect. So it's in the actual Django. No, this is totally different. This is Mozilla Developer, which is cool. I'm not going to go through the tutorial. I'm just going to make sure I get, maybe we'll find a good article that says like best, so things to keep in mind when authenticating an app. All right, here we go. 6 best practices. Brilliant. I think mobile should be okay to look at. I don't know. This is 2020, and it's not an ad or anything, so it's probably fine. But this one says February 21st, 2022, and I feel like we need 2022 best practices. Okay, hashing passwords. So I'm going to make a quick list, maybe just in Notepad for now, of the things that we have to keep in mind when we're building this authenticator, because, yeah, super exciting. Mr. Deeds, I know you're around here somewhere. I'm going to call you out. Did you leave already? My friend, Mr. Deeds, we used to live near each other, and he said he would come by and have a visit. Yesterday is my birthday. Was. Great. Cool. All right. So the basics of, implement uses single failure message. Oh, that's interesting. Single failure, which makes sense. So we got to make sure we have that when we build it. And then it says implement HTTPS. That's really the only way I know how to build an app is someone else try exclamation point B-Day. Old Sloppy's timed out for 30 minutes. So he wants someone else to try exclamation point B-Day if you can. He built it. This is not me wishing myself happy birthday. If you've got a sec. All right. So we're going to implement HTTPS. Hash our passwords, of course. Slowly. No, that's really interesting. That's like sensual hashing of passwords. Hash your passwords slowly. Filamento96, thank you for the follow. It's great to have you around. So happy to see you hanging out. Today is my birthday stream, and on my birthday, I really wanted to code. So that's what we're doing. We're working on an authenticator for an app that I'm building. Season the passwords with some salt. Who is this? Who wrote this? Well, I'm just going to trust them. It's funny the way there are probably so many different season the passwords with some salt before they get hashed. It's not enough, as there are still a few ways for hackers to decode. To make it even more secure, you need to salt the password by adding an extra string to it before hashing. Ooh, that's really interesting. I'm interested in doing that's new information to me. I've never really thought about adding an extra string to hash a password. That's super fun. Season the password with some salt. Enable MF2, of course. I don't know if I'm going to do that. So I'm not going to put season with salt. I'm going to say add extra string. There we go. No, I'm going to do it with Django. I just want to make sure that we have all these pieces. I want to make sure we have all these pieces, Moomy, in order to... Thank you, Old Sloppy. Oh, wait. I did that. You made me do that. I didn't do that. Just wish myself happy birthday. Hilarious. Am I looking to build my own user authentication? I don't think so. I think I'm going to use Django. But I want to make sure I've got all of these things in mind. And I also want to know what I'm doing. But no, for the most part, I don't want to build my own user authentication from scratch. Have you before, Moomy? Or are you like, nah, don't do that. Use Django's. That's my gut. Add extra string. I'm just trying to look at the best practices because maybe Django has the best practices, like the extra string or is it MF2A? I don't know what's the short for multi-factor authentication. Let's just open this, see. 2FA, that's what it is. Two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication. Okay, that's what it is, 2FA. I knew there was a 2. Yeah, for real, avoid it. Yeah, it's terrifying, user data. I don't want to touch it because, but I'm going to have to, I guess. You probably hire people to just rebuild the entire front authentication part of your app. But, just to start as people use it, because I want to get it out. I think it'd be exciting to actually see people use it. Recommendees and programmers and Twitch streamers. It's going to be a blast. It's just going to be a really fun app to use, I think, just to be like, yeah, I love this person. No, you don't. This sucks. And then rate it badly. And then you never see their recommendation again. I don't know. So, all right. And then save sensitive information separate from regular data. But I only have one database. So what are you talking about? You mean build a separate database? Sometimes web application developers might store all user information, all that jazz, in the same table. It might seem reasonable at the beginning, but this creates several problems when you try to grant levels of access for different users. Fair point. Levels of access is crazy. We use it in our PHP based app at my job, and it's a pain in the butt. Is Svelte Chad? I don't know what that means. Can I look it up, or will I see something terrible and then it will ruin my stream? Svelte. I don't know. Ooh. Okay, svelte.dev. Thank you, because I'm not going to tell you what came up. All right, .dev. Cybernetically enhanced web apps. Ooh. Ooh, okay. That's cool. So tutorial, Svelte is a tool for building fast web applications. Okay. Building user interfaces. Cool. Is this, I'm just going to go there. Svelte.dev. Ooh, wow. Ugh. Write less code. Aw. All right, I guess. No virtual document object model. Less vanilla JS. I like that. No vanilla JS. No JS. I love JavaScript. I love what JavaScript can do, but it's not nice. And then cool. Yeah, cool. Do you have to pay for this? No. It's a Node package. Nice. Okay. So, but see, I have to do Django first. So Mumi already converted. Mumi's no longer Django, and now it's into Spell. Is that what you're saying, Josh? Oh, no. Mumi, you're always like 25 steps ahead of me. It's always going to be like that. That's all right, though. That's all right. In a few weeks, I think, well, so we're actually going to meet a streamer in a couple of weeks. So that's pretty exciting. That's funny. It's all good. We can undo it. Can you undo it? So in a couple of weeks, let's see. Not the 28th, because we'll probably be driving on the 28th, although I am going to try to get like even just a short stream up on the 28th. But I think August 4th, I'm going to do a community critiques community code stream. Whew, that's a mouthful. And it's strictly front end. Yeah, it looks strictly front end when it says HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Like that seems like that's the most front end thing I've ever seen. So I heard someone said something about being able to use JavaScript on the back end, and I was like, I don't know what you mean. Like I've never heard of that before. Django for back end and Svelte for front end. All right, okay. Maybe we try that. Can you imagine? Mumi, you're gonna have to ask me for royalties. If I ever make money on this app, make sure you come at me and you're like, hey, Chrissy, some of that's mine. No, it is JavaScript on the back end. Oh, yes, that actually makes sense in my brain now. Yep. Bun.js and Dino. Well, I know Node, so, I mean, I don't know Node, but I have built apps using npm run prod or npm run dev. Bun is Rust. Gotcha. Yeah, so JavaScript, I don't know. The most JavaScript I've really used is jQuery and like making, I don't know. I haven't really done a ton of JavaScript. I probably should pop through like a good Code Academy JavaScript run, because I think I've done more. Like I fixed jQuery is a bad. I don't have NSFW on like on my stream. So should I not say jQuery? That's not true. It's got there's some cool packages, like the jQuery WoW package is incredible. It's so cool. If you dig deep down into jQuery, you can find some cool front end things, but yeah, it probably is a bad word. I can't even use it at my job. They won't let me bring it into VBA when I do my Word document. When I do my VBA code to transfer Word into Excel. jQuery would only be a bad word if it was still relevant in any way. I mean, there are still apps that have it. So they still need devs who know how to fix it or work with it. So, but yeah. So it's only not relevant for new. Well, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of apps use it, and like web pages. So many web pages use jQuery. So, yeah, not new apps. I mean, I don't know. I actually have no idea. I haven't worked on a new app, but like, I've worked on a 5-year-old web page, and I know it's there. But technology moves faster than jQuery, so. jQuery stayed still. Everything else moved forward. Okay. Oh, look at all of this. Choose and set up hashing algorithm properly. Return authenticated by default. All right, so these are easily forgotten steps. So actually, I think I'm going to just tag this and then look at this after and make sure that we went through these steps. Jay Washi. I love that. I love that, Josh. That sounds like a fantastic idea. And it's going to be 1,000 times better. Do you like to do front end, Josh? Because unless you love front end, you're not going to, I don't know. Are you going to be able to like build the next jQuery if you don't love front end? Or are you going to, like, I have a back-end developer that I work with, hates front end. Anytime I ask him a question, he's like, here's a article that I read for a half a minute that will help you with that, because I do not want to touch it. And it's pretty amazing. He's great at building APIs and really great at database design. But then when it comes to like anything that has to do with like CSS or JavaScript or anything on the front end, he's like, nope. I like the visual side too. I think it's really fun and creative. It's tough though. It's tough. Like I have had such a hard time because you've got this image in your mind of what, well, I can't really see that stuff, but like I have an idea of the design that I want. And then when I try to apply it, the computer is just like, nah, I don't like the way that you put that. And I'm like, yes, love-hate relationship with CSS is exactly what I was going to say, Mumi. Like, that is exactly it. It's like, it lies to you all the time. It's very frustrating. It's gorgeous, though. I mean, I'm going to actually find it. There was like draw a woman with CSS. Draw a woman with CSS. I'm going to see if I can find it. Oh, man. It was the coolest thing. Drawing a girl with CSS. Yeah, here it is. And it's just a whole bunch of CSS code. And I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like, the fact that, like, you just bring up shapes. I mean, this is really drawing a woman with shapes. But it's still cool. I should make this bigger because you're seeing a bunch of ads and probably stuff that I don't want to. But can you hello world? That's hilarious. No. CSS can't hello world with all by itself. I guess you can. Be like this. It's a cool woman. Anyway, Flexbox and media queries and CSS variables. All right. All things I need to learn. So we shall see. Okay. So we'll check. I like it. Did I start this so that we can check to make sure that we did this? Why is jQuery bad? Sounds French to me. It's just hard, I think. Mumi, why is jQuery bad? You're the one who's attacking it. And it hasn't really changed in a long time. Why is jQuery? That's what I was saying. Like, it's old. Why is jQuery dying? That's hilarious. jQuery is useful, but what killed it was its widespread use. Vanilla JavaScript kept updating things so that things that made jQuery special became things you found in JavaScript without jQuery. So it started becoming obsolete. That's what this person, who has no credibility necessarily, on Medium has said. Wow, that's a name. It's a long name. Apurva. That's not too bad. Native selectors. Was required for cross-browser compatibility back in the Stone Age. Considering it's my birthday, and considering I was probably born before cross-browser compatibility was necessary, or was, even necessary, I don't even know how I can take that, Mumi. Like, Not sure how I can internalize that. It was my birthday yesterday. Yeah, Dota. My birthday. And I got my button on my birthday, which was, my button on my birthday. I've always had, anyway. Yes, thank you so much. We've got a exclamation point B-Day command, but that old sloppy made for me. It was a surprise. So that's very cool. But yeah, today's my birthday celebration. I'm so excited. I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah! I didn't know this was here. It's very silly and very fun. That's how I dance. See that person in the corner? That's actually how I dance at home. How did you get that? Looks exactly like me. You can't spam it, I don't think. I think you've got a cooldown now. Somebody does. You wish you spammed it. Oh. The dancing cake is kind of cursed. I didn't see it. I didn't see the dancing cake. Oh, I don't have my cat cam on. Guys, you didn't tell me Jasmine wasn't here. Gotta tell me Jasmine's not here. Let's see if she'll come up. She not coming up? Gotta wait. All right. So, no, you cannot back to back to back happy birthday me. That would be so exhausting. Oh. Hit it again because the frame isn't even showing for the cat cam. Ta-da. Did I ruin it or fix it? Now do I do that one? Let's see if that worked. Ugh, I always take... Oh, sleepy kitty. Okay, there she is. Kitty. I want her on my lap now. She's so cuddly. All right, so we opened this web authenticator 4 times. But I don't do you guys I hate opening something in the same browser, which is very funny. It's supposed to be make UI easy, right? They're like, oh yeah, of course, if you want to, look at more about implement US or HTTPS, we're gonna HTTPS. I'm speaking well today. Then you obviously want to go to that spot on the page, but I don't want to do that. I want to open it in a new tab to that spot. And I also know, I think I know how that works so much better for me. And it doesn't even, it starts here. This banner up here, probably a jQuery banner. I'm just kidding. It's not. It's static. Doesn't make any sense. So yeah, SSL. I'll have to learn about that. Ugh, intimidating. Building an app is intimidating. But alrighty. So we've got our list of stuff that we need when we think about building an authentication with Django. We're going to avoid user data so that Moomy doesn't get a heart attack or extra anxiety. And we gotta clean this up. So I've got my polls app here, my site, Soapbox. I think I create a brand new, I don't know how we feel about building the Django app in the, let me see if I should actually probably try to see what my Git status is on this. So Git status, because yeah, so we'll just, what is that? Flask/entry points. Oh, because I was going to build it the same thing. I don't know why I did that. All right. So we're going to push all this. Git commit. Ready for this. So changing to Django framework. So we're going to change this puppy to Django framework. There we go. And push it. So that means I can delete all of this, which is terrifying. And then I have to rebuild with Django. I'm actually going to get rid of the Flask entry points because I don't want it to get confusing. I kind of want to pull my site out of here so that it's clean, which I might do. Do I just trash my site? Oh, an ad warning in 5 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna work on that a little bit more. But stick around. Like it definitely helps me out, but like we got to work on our affiliates so that we don't see ads all the time. But Old Sloppy, thank you for the warning. Alrighty, so anxiety. I'm gonna trash my site because it's just a practice in building a Django app. And I'm probably going to use the tutorial in the background just to make sure that I'm building sort of in the same way. And we're going to work on the authentication piece. So that means we have to like understand the authentication in Django a little bit more. But I think that that's what I need to start, because I actually want to get this to a point where people are using it. And I think the only way to do that is to really build it in a good framework. Maybe I just keep that here. Should I get rid of the virtual environment? Or can I build? I guess I could technically build the Django app in the virtual environment, right? So, okie dokie. Again, okie dokie. I say it too much. Okay. So I'm a little terrified. Maybe I just restart. I feel like it's better to just restart and put it in a brand new folder and make a new repository. If anybody has some noise advice on that, I think I'll take it, because I'm really anxious about this getting all caught up. I'd almost rather like restart from scratch, because this has stuff that I'm not going to use yet. Like, I'm not going to use a message bus. I don't know if I'm going to use a unit of work. I really just want to get it off the ground. And then once I need it, to use. Sorry. I never noticed there was something on the bottom until I saw it. Hilarious. It seems like no one has advice on this or thoughts. Doda, what do you think? Josh is lurking, so I'm going to give Josh a second. I don't want... Moomy? Anybody? Hello? Advice? Oh, okay. I was just asking if I should... So I'm rebuilding Soapbox as a Django app. Okay, all right. I won't bug everybody too much, but I'm glad you're lurking. It's nice to have you here on my birthday. I'm tired. My sister argued with me. I worked a couple hours. Oh, well, I definitely take your side. Your sister was wrong. Oh man, I hope it wasn't a terrible argument. But that's okay. So Josh, what I was asking was, okay, Doda and Josh, Soapbox is old now, outdated, just like jQuery. So, and I want to build Soapbox in Django, my recommendation app. You're taking the sister side. That's fine. So, on my birthday? How dare you, Moomy? Oh, no. Okay. All right. So maybe I should take the sister side. Doda, if Doda's saying I should take the sister side, maybe we should all take the sister side, but that's okay. We can still take Doda's advice. All right, so I want to build the app brand new. Not brand new, but like it's gonna have pieces of Soapbox. It'll still be called Soapbox, but the whole site is gonna be called Soapbox rather than just this one piece of it. Ad incoming. I'm not seeing any alerts on my side. So if an ad is incoming, no talking starting now. Okay. Are you not getting most people use ad block anyway? Oh, that's nice. So you guys can actually hear me. I feel kind of silly just sitting here not doing anything. You can still see me. Oh, that's funny. I wonder if Old Sloppy is seeing me. Who's not seeing ads? Old Sloppy wants to know who's not seeing ads. I never get mid-roll ads, pre-roll sometimes. Okay, you want to run a poll? Yeah, we're trying to avoid pre-rolls. Okay. I got an ad block X. If I say yes, do I end up seeing ads? Crap, I see them. Dota sees the ads. I would love to do a poll. So that mid-roll pauses the pre-rolls for 30 minutes. I don't know what that means, but you're going to tell me later. So I got ad blocker. So Josh, you can see me. Everybody else can see me. Crap. Okay, good, Josh. All right. I will ask this question again. But okay, cool. So I want to know if I'm building a brand new Django app, meaning I'm like starting from scratch. Should I like build an entirely new Git, or should I just empty this Git, push it empty, and then start it over? Hey Dota, welcome back. I'm sorry. Feel free, by the way, like if you guys remove fr Git. So on a super new app, I would do a new repository, and because you're the only one working on it, you don't have to worry about breaking others' codes. All right, definitely don't empty the Git. I'd start a new Git and do Git init. Brilliant. Either a new repo or a subdirectory. You're just going to give her a command like that. Dota. Josh. Josh is getting shoot from Dota. I'm too scared to remove RF. I think we'll do but I do want to clean this. Like, I don't want you guys looking at all of this nonsense when I'm coding, obviously. So maybe it says Twitch app. That's what I'm in, is Twitch app. I've got a virtenv in here, which I could just trash right now. I might just trash and restart it later, because I don't know. I know when you have a virtual environment in more, right click on the folder and delete it. Very funny, Josh. If you're just removing. Hey, Ben. Hey, I didn't know. Did you mention whether or not you how you did on your interview? I can't remember. I want to hear, Ben. I think you said they were like interested in you, but like wanted to wait till you were done with uni or something. I wanted to like make a note of it in my important things to remember. But I can always roll back to the working state as you remove things if something goes wrong. I think the vote was to start a new Git. Old Sloppy, can you throw up a poll for me? Can you help me with that? And just say like new Git or wipe old Git. And then we can see what the result is. I think it's new Git, build a new Git. And I think that's the right way to go. Because at least if I have Soapbox, like I'll basically never, if I delete it, I'll see the old, because I was using this as a learning tool. And so now it's a completely new entity. So I think I probably want to rename the Git though. But GitHub would be mad at me if I did that. Like the repo, I want to rename the repo because I want my app to be called Soapbox. No idea if I set those options right. All right, we don't have to worry about it then. I'm guessing everybody's okay with me starting a new Git. But I do want to, so let's go back to what Josh said. So Josh, you said Okay, so we all say, so we want to unlink remove fr.get. And that's gonna, what is that gonna do? Let's see what Josh is making me do. It probably just removes. Get remove. Jesus. NuGet. Oh, there's a poll. Poll ended. 2 people voted for NuGet. NuGet wins. If you've already committed code. I've committed code. I've committed code. It sounds like a crime. Let's just make a new repo, guys. We'll make a new repo. All right, let's open this puppy. Oh, please say I'm logged in. Of course I'm not logged in. There we go. Alrighty, let's go. My repos. New repo. What do we call this? I've already got Soapbox. I'm worse than your sister? Hold on. And get in it. I will. Oh, just to make Don't I want to name the repository? Oh, okay. All right, good. I'm glad. Okay, getting it. Removing the Git directory essentially makes this directory not a Git repository anymore, which I don't want to do. So Dota thinks they're easy to get along with. I don't know. That's not what your sister said. Because I'm good friends with her. Don't tell her I disagreed. It shows your side, though. That's not going to be good. All right. So we got to name this, though. Dota, I don't know what to name it. And I don't necessarily I want to disappear these folders because it's such a mess in here. How do you guys handle this? Where's my VS Code? And maybe I use IntelliJ instead of... No, I'll stay in VSC because VSC is this free. And I do have to delete the vert end because if I don't, it's going to mess with things, I feel like. Timeout? Why did we time out Dota? No! No! Can we not do that? What'd you do, old sloppy? Oh, okay. That's hilarious. That's funny. And you're not allowed to swear? Don't swear. Okay, good. I'm just gonna let you guys do your thing. Okay, I make a new folder and I'm gonna put in, and we're gonna call it, no, not in Soapbox. That's not the point. Okay, a new folder in Twitch app. I kind of want to... And then we're going to go into it. All right, we're going to make it... Stop. Oh my goodness. Don't watch Chrissy do anything. It's horrifying. Close everything up. Get out of Soapbox. Go here. Make a new folder. We're going to call it Chat Wants Dota to be Sacrificed. You guys, NSFW. Happy birthday to me. This feels so narcissistic. If people are new and they're like yeah, like don't know that Old Sloppy helps me in a big way and like gave this to me as a birthday gift, they're gonna be like, what a narcissistic. Celebrate me. Woo woo. Yes, it is cool, Ben. It's awesome. I'm so excited. Oh no. What happened to Cat? What happened to Cat? Cat. Just wait. I'm too impatient. Yeah, it is new. It's cool. It's fun for now. It's just for today. I mean, maybe or the rest of the month because it's my birth month, but well, it was a gift from Old Sloppy. A very nice gift. All right. I want to name this app. I want to use Soapbox, but Soapbox is already taken on my Git repo. So we need to call it something else. And it's very important that we pick a good name. Or we change the name of the old repository, which I don't know the rules for that. Kat woke up after the song. She's like, don't disrupt my sleep. So I got to figure out. Okay. Scenes. Desktop. There we go. There she is, everybody. We need to figure out a good name for this app. And I don't know. I mean, I'm going to call it Soapbox. It should be called Soapbox. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's fine. But I don't know. Let me look at the consequences of changing a repository name. So on Git, I already have, wait, why don't I have Git open? What happened to it? Git, hub. So on Git, I already have a repository named Soapbox. And you can't name repositories the same thing. So I can either change the name, rename repository, GitHub. Renaming a repository. Navigate to the main page. Use your repository name, click settings. Name it X. No. No, I can't. I don't want to name it. No, Soapbox 1. No way. I'm going to change this one's name because this is like app for class is really what this is. And box soap. Boxed soap. Settings. Repository name. Coursework. Actually, I'm going to call this recommendations. Don't apologize, Doda. Beginnings. You're in two Twitch chats. Two Twitch chats. Says if you rename a repo, you shouldn't use the old name for a new repo. All right. So we'll go back to Soapbox. Let's just escape. Damn it. What did I do? Soapbox. I think it was capital. All right. So what do we call this baby? I love her so much. I want her to grow old with her name. Synonyms for Soapbox. What am I doing right now? Soap Boyd. Soapbox. Lecture, sermon, discourse, dissertation, oration, pitch, spiel, soap spiel, detergent square. Oh, maybe we do call it something fancy like Tide. What's our favorite detergent? I don't know what our favorite detergents are. Detergents. Detergents. Old soapboxes. Old soapbox images. I don't know what I'm going to get out of this. Pulpit? No, it doesn't. But it's, oh, look how pretty that is. Dry soap. Hudson's dry soap. Oh, this is a blast. Welcome, soap. That's hilarious. Welcome, soap. Wonderful soap. Hudson's. This is going to be like a just us. Like just this group right here is going to know why it's called what it's called. Unless I explain, which I'm not going to. Borax. That's not a good name for any app. That's like borax. Borax. I'd totally do Soapbox Dash 2. Yeah. I mean, I love it, right? It's my baby, and she's named Soapbox, and I don't want to let her go. Soap case. Soap, wooden soapbox. How about soapbox something? Soapbox new, soapbox additives. Soapbox with additives. All right. Soapbox 2. It's going to be soup box. Funny, Josh. Soap parcel. I like that. Soap parcel. Yeah. Let's think of something. I like Soapbox Dash 2. Is that terrible that I went with the most boring Rue box? Oh, soap. Soap. Synonyms. This is the silliest thing. Synonyms for soap: lather box, goop box, scoop box, scoop box. That's not bad. Roblox? I can't do that. I don't think I could do that. Roblox. Soapbox. I love that. Synonyms. Stop it. I'm feeling most drawn to Soapbox too, because I don't want to change it. And I love it. What's another word for soapbox? Dais. Podium. Rostrum. Ambo. Stump. Stump box. Oh, can I just do you guys, can I just put a hash in the middle? Or is that terrible? I think it's fine. Schrodinger's cat. The box. Like, it's not the cat anymore. Oh, that's terrible. I'm not going to use that at all, Sloppy. Short for testimonial. I'm feeling, all right. I think I'm going to use soap hyphen box. It's probably bad. It's probably not great to name them like similar. Drop the hair routine. Hair routine. Drop the hair routine. Denver, I don't know what you mean. All right. So we're going to do all right, we're going to name this folder. New folder. Oh, what do I do for my hair? Oh, like I literally just washed it. It's still wet. Let's see. So I got a balayage done. And then I'll find it. It's like that little, I guess I use like a ton of different shampoos, but like Elavive is one that I've been using for a while, but it dried my bottoms out. So it's probably because I just switched shampoos recently. What is the one, let me find it. Give me a second, Denver. I got you. I got this. Oil. I did use Moroccan oil for a really long time, and I like that a lot, but that's not what this is. It's this guy. It's this. It's so inexpensive and at every grocery store. The argan oil. I'm actually Bulba curious. That's amazing. I love that. Well, you can if you get a wig, take good care of it. I don't know if you shampoo wigs though, so. But yeah, I use this guy right now. This one. OGX Argan Oil of Morocco. Soap box. Shampoo box. What do I call this baby? I'm going to call the app Soapbox, and I'm just going to call it Soapbox 2. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's just what I use. So I was born with incredible hair. So that's sort of now like I feel like I just like woke the hair gifting gods, and they're gonna be like, she knows. We better take it away. But I'm actually just grateful for what I was born with. There's a lot of this is just washing my hair. And great lighting. You know what? We use Elgato lights. That's what you need, Denver. You just need Elgato lights, and this is what it does. It's incredible. How long can we talk about the name of a new repository? The answer is, I don't know, because it's really foundational. So we're going to do Soapbox 2. Soapbox -2. Oh, that feels so weird, Dota. I don't know if I can do it. It's gonna look like, what is it? What's a good word for like updated, like revised, Hypebox? Okay. Ooh, Soapbox 2.0 is great. 2.0. I like Hypebox. I feel like Hypebox is a really good one. Oh, we definitely should we should actually. The Git repository doesn't mean the same name as the. Oh, really? I didn't realize that. All right, so local repository is going to be Soapbox 2000. That's so outdated. Soapier box. Old sloppy box. Aw. That would be very romantic of me. The Git repository doesn't need to be the same as the local directory. You're probably correct. I think she'd get arrested. Soapbox 2022 -2 -2222. All right. Soapbox 22. I feel okay about that. Because it's the second one. No, I know. The first one was made in, SPBX. That's smart. SPBX. My phone number. Oh, Ben. Doxing. No. 22222222 8675309. Aw, you guys, you could call me on Discord anytime you want. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. I like the idea of keeping it Soapbox. I like SPBX for at least the repository name. And we're going to call this puppy Soapbox 2. Soapbox new. Soapbox 2. I did it. I did it. All right, get in it. So, okay. No. Mumi says SPBX. Rename. I liked it too. SPBX. All right. That's what I was gonna name the repository, SPBX. All right, so it's here. Now we're gonna get into. We're also gonna move. I think we're just gonna move right into this directory so that it's cleaner. So, open workspace, open folder. We're gonna go right into this. Select folder. Now I'm just trying to think if that could be misinterpreted as anything else. I don't really care. It's fine. I don't mind. SP box. Sado. No, I don't think so. Spelling bee crossing. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so now it's kind of clean in here, which is really nice. And we're going to open our terminal. So I think what's going to happen is this going to be in the virtual environment. No, it isn't. Why am I in PowerShell? I want Bash. What the heck? Why did I lose Bash? Oh, Vera, thank you. It's my birthday. Oh, no, not for the app name. No, that's okay. We're going to SPBX is the app name. Okay. How do I get back to Bash? I need to get back to Bash. Control Shift P, select terminal or something. I have create terminal, but I need Bash. Come on. Select terminal. I'm looking. Another ad warning. We're going to have to fix this. I think a lot of people have ad blocking though. So Bender, hey, thank you for saying happy birthday. Yay, welcome. It's nice to see you. Why do I yell? Guys, are we okay on sound? Does anybody have to turn their sound down when I yell? Let me move this down. I'm going to move my mic down a little bit because that was quite the yell and I felt it in my ears. Hey, Bender, we're recreating. Thank you, sir. Sounded good here? All right, good. I'll scooch it up a little bit, but I don't want to be blowing people's ears out. Yeah, I am moving over to Django. We are starting brand new with this new little beautiful... I did get tired of Flask. Okay, back to sharing desktop. Is a cat up here? There she is. All right, good. So I moved away from Flask because I thought Django was more accessible. And we talked about, I think last time I was building the app, someone was like, girl, why are you making an event bus? And I was like, I don't know. And it's because I was learning the architectural patterns with Python, and then Fluff hung out with me on Discord and kind of showed me what the usage of an event bus was. And he's like, if you want to get your app started, let's just start the app and create it from scratch and grab an authentication. And so we're gonna bring it over into Django, which is widely used. I mean, so is Flask. But I think Django has a little bit more of a structure so that I can rely less on myself and my lack of knowledge to build the correct packages in Flask. It's kind of like a puzzle piece. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, obviously it makes me more, I don't know if it makes me more marketable, but whatever. And we also got our button. Yay! Which is so exciting. So we're going to add channel points and stretches and stuff. All right. Well, we'll check it out, Old Sloppy. We're going to spend, I think, next Saturday, trying to fix everything for the stream. And, but yeah, Bender. So we're basically gonna, build it in Django. So I'm going to just do what Mumi said. Mumi said I gotta scroll up, come on. All right, apparently it's called terminal select default profile. Terminal select default profile. Get bash, thank you, buddy. And now we're gonna open a new one. Create terminal. This should be bash, brilliant. That worked, that works. I have to keep around 3 minutes ads per hour to remove pre-roll ads for everyone. Oh, sentient soapbox or is that what you meant? Sentient soapbox 7, Ben? Or did you actually mean sentient? Because I don't know what that means. Maybe it was sentient. Okay, so we're going to get init. Brand new git. Initialized empty repository. And then, so I always build a repository on my Git. So this is brand new for me. So like, and like, I don't, that's okay. No big deal. Spelling mistakes should not matter, but I didn't want to not understand what you meant. So sentient soapbox would be fun too. But we just did SPBX because I do like it. And I like it, probably will inspire some great graphics, I think. SPBX soapbox. So pretty exciting. All right. I am wondering how to, so I've never done this before. I always build the repo on GitHub and then pull it into the space, like I clone it into here. I've never push a repo to GitHub. So I'll make I probably should make the Django. So I should start my virtual environment. I'm so anxious right now. When you create a repo on GitHub, there's instructions for how to add the remote. Okay. Well, then let's do that now. And then I gotta like start the whole Django app, which is terrifying. Like everything, I have to do everything. It's like from scratch. All right, so we're gonna go back to Chrissy Codes. We're going to add a repository, new repository. We're gonna call her SPBX. Use Alt Tab to switch apps easier. All right. Let's do it lowercase. No, let's do it uppercase. That's a good idea. We'll do it that way. Soapbox. Description. Django. No, this is a recommendation. I'm going to call it Yelp Competitor, and then Yelp can come find me and buy it out. I can't make it private, I don't think, because then I'll never have help ever. Add a README file, of course. I don't have a license right now. I probably am going to stick to none, and then as I get, I don't want it to be Creative Commons. I'll have to look up what the way to license this because I'm not really sure. All right, I'm gonna create it. Ooh, my stomach hurts. It's fine. README and license after. Oh, okay. All right, so now we're gonna. You just told me when I create, there's instructions for add remote. Get to repository. Here we go. Get remote add. Now you go. Oh, darn it. Yeah, you can always expect me to break it. You should have said something. All right. To add a new remote, use the get remote add. You can delete the README to get instructions. All right. That sounds good. I'll do that. Feels weird to delete a README, but how the hell do Got it. All right. So now I've got, now I have to commit changes. Seriously. It's fine. No commit message. Get remote add. All right. Okay. It's all good. It's fine. I'll make a new README. All right. Obviously my Discord is up here, so I'm gonna scooch over. Thanks, Josh. Okay, here we go. Get remote add. Get remote add. Do I need to have the name of the repository here? So I probably need this guy, right? LOL, I guess it checks for an empty Git history, not an empty repo. That makes sense. That's fine. So we're going to open up VS Code, get remote add, and then I'm sure I do this guy. Yeah? No. Come on. Do I need fetch the remote? Options, name, URL, name. But I've already got it, so I need S. Isn't that the name? I'm going to mess this up. I always do it from the repo. Let me close the Argan Oil. There's Alt Tab, right? What you were saying. Alt Tab will be cleaner, you said, right? Yes, it is cleaner. All right. So usually you call it origin, but the name can be anything you want. Is it the branch name? All right, I'll call it origin. That sounds fancy. And then, oh, damn it. Come on. You guys, this, I can't understand you. What is it from Nemo? You're very cute, but I don't know what you're saying. Okay, Alt Tab. I'm just gonna open a search bar and do it that way. Go back to the instructions. It's the one you type when you do git pull. Remote branch. Yeah, but that's usually this guy. And then remote branch would be main. Oh. Add origin. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Get remote. If you want to try to push it, we'll tell you what to do. Set up an upstream branch. Okay. If I try to push. Ah, thank you. So I just do, jeez. This better be true. Git push, get remote, add, SPBX, oh, origin, main, Jesus. The name is main, right? It's main right now. No, it's origin main. SPBX. All right, I won't. Just tell me what to type. Can't do this. Yeah, main is the branch name. So I don't want to do, it's just SPBX. And then the URL should be this, right? Is this not right? Add soapbox SPBX. And this will add it. But will it add like the file? I'm just going to get remote, add origin. SPBX is fine too. All right. All right. Get remote, add SPBX, HTTPS, all that jazz. I'm going to press enter. If this breaks something, I'm not going to blame anybody because it's clearly my fault for not knowing. Oh. What happened? Oh my God, what did I do? Do I just push it now? Okay. The current branch master has no upstream branch. Oh, okay. Now git pull. Ah. Okay. Got it. So it's okay to my local branch is called main. Oh, my local branch is called master. Darn it. You're right. Master. No. So my, okay. So I have to set, oh my God. This is so silly. Like I should have just made it on and cloned it and it would have been fine. But this is probably good for me to know anyway. So it's really my bad. All right. So we're just, all right. So steps to connect local repo to GitHub. Here we go. All right. Git init so this is git init master. So I messed that up. Stage and commit my files. I can still remove the local SPB. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I think that's a really good idea. Of course, I have to go up a folder. So, CD up. And I'm in the Twitch app. And I'm just going to clone this because this is crazy. I will look over that again. Like, I think we're fine to like mess that up a little bit. All right. So we're going to do git clone. Oh, Christine. Yes, Christine. You need to quit it. All right. That sounds good. So that means I got to change back to my Twitch app folder, which I could probably have deleted here, but and then I'm just going to delete this puppy right here. If you like Mark, I don't like GUI. I mean, I work with CLI the most, so I'll just do it in here and then we can move to it. So then I'm going to do this again. What do you mean history restored? Git clone. When did this happen? Oh, because I didn't realize that happened. That's really interesting. I didn't realize a totally different terminal opened. All right. Git integration. We'll check it out then. All right, so we're going to do a git clone. This guy. There we go. Brilliant. Then we're going to move into that folder. All right, and then we are going to run a terminal. That terminal is here. All right, the Git integration is amazing for looking at diffs. Fluff, what's up? Hey, welcome back. Oh my goodness. Are you going to tell us all about your trip? Or was it like, just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down? It's great to see you. All I want to know is, were you okay? All right. It was awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, fantastic. You haven't missed much. We are restarting the build of the Soapbox app. And we had to figure out how to get back into Bash and create a new repository, which is called SPBX, which is, I think, the best idea. I am affiliate now, so it's terrifying. Fluff went to a company conference, which is always exciting, a company retreat. So yes, and we were all dreading it. They took pity on her because it's her birthday. Oh, you guys. Ow, I keep missing my, see these? They keep flipping out. I'm going to show you. They keep going like that and I fall right on my bum every time. Oh, thanks. Posture check. I haven't had good posture in a while, so yeah. But yeah, so we'll have some fun things with channel points. We're gonna try to make bingo, which I might try to make on screen. This might be fun. It was mostly just a bunch of people hanging out, not talking about work. Oh, that's amazing. That was my birthday. You just described my birthday. We had a good find too. The director of engineering. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That's fun. That's fun. As long as it was like a mutual thing and you didn't get like, that's amazing. I wish we had more like company conferences. I feel like, well, I just did it. Stop. Sounds like the sound played before announcement in train station. Oh, maybe. Okay. So we just cloned it. Now we're going to start the Django app, and I'm going to just slyly open the Django tutorial where you guys can see it so you think that I remember all this from the other day. Oh, airplane attention sound? I don't think I do. I sit up more when I hear that sound in the airplane. I do wake up generally. Oh, that's amazing, Bender. That's great that she gets to go to Japan. Or does she not is it a lot? All right. Just need to open. Oh, that stings. That's sad. I would love to go to Japan. That's like the next place we're gonna try to venture to once they get through the all right, here we go, puppets. Oh, that's right. I forgot your wife was the am I allowed to say bad ASS, or can't I say that? I don't know if I can say that. She is the amazing person. That's what I was gonna say. Making more mead? That's awesome. Fluff, did you try the tea? I want to know if you tried the tea. It's a good oh no, absolutely it should be permitted. I feel like we have to change our settings. I'm kind of that kind of personality anyway. All right, so we're gonna start by now. I think we can still use the virtual environment even though it's up a folder. But in the past, I've always just opened a new terminal and it's been fine. So, no, that's fine. Just, yeah. Oh, that'll be awesome. That'll be great. I'm having Jasmine Pearl today, which is really, really good. But, all right, so I'm going to vert end this puppy. I think I go back up into the Twitch app. And then, does it say fresh and sensual jasmine flowers? Oh. Sorry. And then I have to run the script. Start. It's delicious. Create a virtual, okay. The aphrodisiac jasmine pearls. No. Oh my goodness gracious. That's not what they are. No. All right, how do I start this? I need scripts. Python module scripts. Does anybody remember how to start here we go. Got it. So I need venv. Is it vertenv? Oh my goodness, what? Okay, it's vertenv. I'm just trying to start up my virtual environment. Scripts. Activate. Am I going the wrong direction? Did that not work? I'm trying to start up my... It doesn't seem to be starting it up though. and it's in the Twitch app folder, and so it should work fine. File. It's really interesting because when I have done this in the past, create a fresh environment inside the new Soapbox folder. Yeah, but if I don't get, all right, so let's throw this away then. Yeah. Maybe that was a bad idea, but I did it anyway. All right, so we're gonna create a new one in here. So I need to remember how to do that. Jeez. Python venv. Yep, I gotcha. Thanks. I don't remember if I think it's venv. I want coffee. I could use coffee right now. Virtual env. Oops, sorry. Oh, MF. Sorry, that was a swear. That was me swearing because it's creating a virtual environment in Twitch app. So I have to go back into my directory and delete it again because I'm ridiculous. Silly girl. Timeout Chrissy codes. I don't think you can do that. Oh, and we switched to virtual env. Yeah, all right, that's fine. So we got to do another dollar into the swear. I said MF. Did I actually swear? I hope not. That'd be horrifying. CDSPBX. Let's get out of here. Oh, come on. I did. That's what I thought. I need to be wise. Only the cat can time out Chrissy by pulling a PC wire. Oh, maybe I turned it into swearing in my head. Oh, she does step on my soundboard. Okay, so I'm in here and I'm going to do Python virtual environment. And I'm going to call it virtenv. That should work. And now we're in Soapbox, so it should be fine. Created a virtual environment. Thank you so much. Yes? I don't need to add it to a path or anything, right? I thank you for confirming the existence of your soundboard. Yeah. Sorry. What is that even? That seems like a pretty popular song that we shouldn't have on our soundboard. I hate it too. All right, so then we've got the virtual environment, and now we need to use the virtual environment. Will this just work? Can I just do this? Yeah, it activates it every time. Okay, so now we're in Soapbox, and now we want to start the Django app. And so we're going to go to Django admin start project Soapbox. And this is going to be fine because it's not the name of the repo. So we can call it Soapbox from here. It might mess things up, but I think it'll be okay. It should be safe in here. What do you mean Django admin command not found? Because I need to pip install Django first? Yeah, duh. I feel terrible. I knew. I'm so excited. Do you guys think that I'll have the app up by my next birthday? I hope before then. I don't know what my goal is. Oh, we did how to build an authenticator. We kind of checked off, I think, sort of. Like we looked at them. So I'm going to make a little checklist. You see that? The little checklist. I will. That's good. I hope you all are using it and we're making recommendations to each other and like It's amazing, and it beats Yelp, and it wins awards. Yeah, I think you're right, especially because I'm using Django. So it's going to be, I mean, it already is kind of, right? So now I need to start the project. Moomy, don't say that. Say it'll go exactly the way I expect. I want it to go exactly the way. I bet Elon Musk offers to buy you out. Aw. And then tries to back out. That's awesome, Bender. You should, I mean, you don't have to share it, obviously. Like, I get it. I mean, I'm nervous about sharing mine, but like, doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna Django admin. Start project. You guys, who's excited? Soapbox. My favorite bug fix update message I've ever seen came from Yelp. What was it? Oh, I'm excited. All right, there she is. I may cry. There she is. All right, and so we want to start with Chrissy sues Elon Musk for backing out from the Soapbox deal. I wouldn't sue Elon Musk. Oh my goodness, but if I won? Absolutely. Totally true. Oh, you can share it. Yeah, just throw it on Discord. That's private. Ish. Twitter. I know, I'm up to speed. Wait, is this happening with Twitter? Hold on. Now I have to look it up. Okay, all right, good. I'm up to speed. I read the news. It's not all about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp anymore. Twitter sued him. That makes sense. I would sue him if I could. Then when you mess up, you can look at git diff to figure out what you changed. Well, now I would git commit. Git commit, git add. Oh yeah, and we should probably set up git commit message. Baby Django. Git push. Yeah, that's a good idea because I need to see. I got to fix some stuff with it, but I can share a video clip of the beta that I submitted in class. I'm about to be out 100 channel points. Why? Do I need isn't posture? Let me sit up. Oh, you guys, is there any suggestions you have for the stream? Like, prediction. Like, let's see. We're going to try bingo. That's going to be fun. I might build, like I said, I might build that in here. Lego bingo. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to make Lego bingo. It's going to be good fun. I'm really excited about it. We'll probably do it off cam because otherwise y'all will see all the Lego things. We could put nothing in them. It's just going to take forever though, but we can do it. We're going to do it. I dropped a link. Yeah, I'll look at it. Okay, when I'm off. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is run the server. Why? I don't know. Let's just do it. Manage.py. Will you? Oh, I know what I did. CD soapbox. Then I run server. There we go. Now it's in there. Now the server's on. This is so exciting. And now we have to skip all of this stuff, this beginning stuff that I'm not looking at all. It's a tutorial. And work on the authentication. But I guess we could just, yeah. I want to see what's already here because this has got, doesn't it have a user authentication system already? I thought it was here somewhere. I remember seeing like the authentication, or maybe we don't. So we need to do, It's in admin, isn't it? Maybe not. All right. So we're going to quit the server because I don't need it right now. And then we're going to do... Oh, I didn't make an app yet. Sorry. Oh, you're right. I didn't make an app yet. So then I need to start with, to create your app, make sure you're in the same directory as manage.py, which I am, right? In Soapbox. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. What am I planning? What were you planning to use for authentication? Oh man, I don't know. Whatever Django has. Whatever is base Django authenticator. Is that a bad idea, Bender? Oh man. Always you guys and your developer opinions. I never know. I never know what to follow. I was gonna use this guy. Wait, this guy. Authentication support is bundled as a Django contrib module in Django contrib auth. Oh, okay, good. FireAuth is pretty good. It Google's Firebase auth. Whatever Django has is the safest bet when you haven't done authentication before. I think that's correct. So we do have to build an app though. Which you're right. I gotta do the first one. So we're gonna start with Python. So how did this happen? How did this happen? Why do I have two? What did I mess up here? We wrote our own for my web dev class, but I used FireAuth for my senior project. Yeah. We'll try it when I'm like later and more mature with my yeah, but did I start? I didn't start an app. So it's Soapbox, and then inside it's Soapbox. All right, this is the repository. This is not the repository. This is the repository. This SPBX is the repository. Right? And then I feel like I accidentally I did a start project inside SPBX. And now I've got two Soapboxes. Okay, fine. Also expected. Darla, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the chat. It's great to see you. Okay, so we are going to go into the same folder I think we are in the same spot. We're not in the same spot as the manage, so I need to get in there. So I need to do cd Soapbox. So now I'm in the same folder as the manage folder. And now I want to, for some reason, they have me running the development server first, but I don't think I need to do that. I think that's fine. I think I could just do Python manage.py start app. And do I put auth here? So this is polls in the tutorial, and we all know you can type is or list, yeah, to see what's in the current directory now. This is the wrong directory now. Oh, how did I go down twice? I didn't. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Manage that. That doesn't look right. Whoopsies. Oh, Christine, you're embarrassing yourself. There we go. All right, now I'm in the right folder. I know, it's so embarrassing. All right, so now I'm in the right folder. Now I'm going to start up the auth, start app auth, right? Is that what I want to do? I think that's what I want to do. brand new. And I'm going to start the auth app because this is a piece of the app that is going to be used for authentication. Django comes with a user authentication system and handles user accounts, groups, permissions, and cookie-based user sessions. This section of the documentation explains how the default implementation works out of the box. Overview, installation. Authentication support is bundled as a Django contrib module. By default, the required configuration is already included in settings pi generated by start project. I'm just going to bring this over. These consist of 2 items listed in your installed app settings. So it's already here. I don't need to make this app, do I? Run the command manage migrate. With these settings in place, running the command. Okay, perfect. So I should just be able to do migrate, and this should start it. But do I need an auth app? I'm just not entirely sure. This is the right choice. Oh, why is jQuery dead? Do I need an auth app in Django? Yeah, I think I do want a pretty heavy. Oh, I think I should do it. I think I should do it in multiple apps because I actually can think of multiple. I don't know. I just like single responsibility. And I feel like having it in its own app makes sense in terms of single responsibility. But maybe that's not great. But that's my gut. That's what my gut says. So I guess I'll make it. But I'm just not sure, like, do I even need one? So if I build it in a new app, then it's going to, because this is saying that it entered when I generated start project. So that means that it's at the top. Settings, middleware, session middleware right here. And then in the future, I probably shouldn't share this, right? But I guess it doesn't matter right now. And then, oh, shoot. Yeah, there's my secret key. Yeah, I probably shouldn't share that. I don't know. Common password validator. It's got all this stuff in here. So if I just migrate, hold on a second. Build authentication app versus base Django. Okay, the authentication that comes with Django is good enough for most common cases, but you may have needs not met by the out-of-the-box default. Customizing authentication in your browser, understanding what points of the provided system. I think I'm going to, you can extend the default user module or substitute a completely customized model. Behind the scenes, Django maintains a list of authentication backends. Writing an authentication backend. All right, so I guess it doesn't really matter. If I open an app for authentication, it will just basically be me handling it separately. And the only thing that I really want, I see. Okay, here we go. So authenticate should check the credentials it gets and return. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Mumi. For the most part, we can use it out of the box, saving a lot of development and testing effort. It fits most of the use cases and is very safe, but sometimes we need to do some fine adjustment. Commonly, we want to store a few more data related to our user. Yes, so I don't entirely know, but I'm really feeling like I want to, but maybe I don't. Like I'm going to have a friendship table that looks at two users. All it does is have user 1 and user 2, and then assigns them an ID, a friendship ID. But I think actually that's outside the scope of the user model. I think that the user model that ways to extend the existing user model. Generally speaking, there are 4 different ways to extend the user model. Read below why and when to use them. Use to change the model. Sure. Proxy model to extend the existing user model when you don't need to store extra information in the database, but simply add extra methods or change the model's query manager. It is a regular, so one-to-one link is a regular Django model that's going to have its own database table. Ugh, I want a burrito. I'm hungry. We didn't have we had one meal today. It was good. It was really good. I had a sushi bowl, but I'm pretty hungry right now. My nose is so red too. Didn't put a ton of makeup on. It is a regular Django model that's going to have its own database table and will hold one-to-one relationship with the existing user model. Oh, that sounds perfect. 2 burritos, Fluff. Thank you. I don't think I know enough right now to extend the user model. But I think I will. But I guess I'll keep it as is for now, and I can always move it out to its own. I can always refactor it. So I think I'll keep it for now the way it is. And start there. Because what I want to do is basically, the reason I wanted to start with user authentication today is to make sure that I was thinking about what a person had to do. Well, no, because I want an entrance. I'm going to make it an app. She's going to make it an app, everybody. She's decided. I don't know who she is, but it's fine. So we're going to build it as an app. All right, so we have to be in this soapbox, and then we're going to, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I want to make views, and I want it to be appealing, right? So that has to come first, right? Nice. And did it not work for Ben? Wait a minute. Old Sloppy, why didn't it work for Ben? Ben wanted to Capagen. Here we go. So we're going to start app, and we're going to call it auth. And what did that do? Right here, created auth. Migrations, init, admin, apps, models, test, view. Mods and creators only. That's all good. Nice. Ben, what were you celebrating? Me deciding to make the auth app? So I'm not going to ever show settings again. I didn't realize it had a secret key. I'm probably going to regenerate that secret key. And then I'm going to push this just so I've got... It floods my stream. I don't know what that means. What did I mess up there? Git add. Oh, just one dash. All git commit. was just a placeholder. Auth app. All right, brilliant. Git push. I don't have to push it every time, but I might as well. Doesn't matter if you show that one. In production, you'll want to use a different secure key. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Because it's just local, so nobody can... Old Sloppy took notes on your secret key. LOL, JK. Okay, so we've just created the Authenticator app piece. So then I'm going to create my first view. Well, no, because I need a model first, don't I? I guess not. This feels weird to me. And I want tests. I definitely want tests in here. And we're going to... I flashed my SSN like 6 times already in this stream. Is that real? You're serious? I have not. I don't even know where it could be. Well, now everybody knows. Steal my identity. Feel free. Welcome. Hey, Shake, welcome back. It's great to see you. We're doing a birthday stream today. Woohoo! And I'm just starting my app in Django, and I'm starting to build my authenticator, which is yay fun. So we are... Happy birthday to me. Celebrate yourself. So much fun. I can't help but look this direction. Those Herman Miller chairs really look like a PS5. That's funny. Oops. All right. I'm not using the tutorial. Don't look at it. He worked really hard on it. Awesome guy. Ben really wants to be able to write Capuchin. Oh, hilarious. Okay, so we are going to define an index. I think that this is, I'm probably going to do this a little bit import I don't want to do this. Django dot HTTP response. But see, this is all HTTP. Oh, you can still spam emotes manually? That would be so difficult. Import. Got it. All right. So now I want to define my index. And my index is going to be something really, this is so weird to me. Really simple, like request is going to be return HTTP response, and it's going to be oops, my bad. I'm just going to return login here. Something very simple. Which I'll have to change eventually, but I'm basically going through the tutorial again because and then to create a URL config in the pulse directory, create a file called, not in the pulse directory, new file, urls.py, and then going to import path. What didn't work? Oh, 500 stars. You can make, yeah, you can make combos and pyramids if you, oh yeah, he's doing it now. Bob Ross. That would make Vera very happy. She's here. I don't know if she's up. but she's around. From here, import views, and then I want my URL patterns, which I'm just going to do this. Here we go. And then I have to stick my URL patterns. I remember this. Now I have to stick my URL patterns. Oh my goodness. Over in the other path name. In the top. It's the top one, right? It's this one. No. Did I mess this up again? Excuse me. Gross, Christine. That's disgusting. Oh, cat's coming over to sit on my lap. I messed this up again. I wish they'd display the animated emotes too. That would be fun. It's the inner soapbox. But this auth, if I'm creating patterns for auth, so then when I build this out, yep, okay, I'm there with you, Moomy. Here is, no, kitty, you cannot bite it. Here we go. Don't bite that. It's right here. You're right. So then I want path is going to be, stop it. Auth. Do I have to go auth and then URLs? Oh no, auth. I got it. And then this is going to be include auth dot URLs. All right, I'm not sure if I have to go up a folder here. Like how they name news on the internet. Oh yeah. Okay, get rid of this guy. No, I want that. What am I missing? Path, open parentheses, auth, include auth.urls. What do you mean it wasn't closed? Do I need a third one? I don't need a third one. It is closed. Do I need a comma? What the heck is going on right now? Cat is on lap now. Oh my God, this is terrifying. Okay. This is too closed. This is closed. This is closed. Admin.site.urls. Do I have to just put this one first or something? I guess I'll just put this one first. This doesn't seem right. That doesn't make sense to me. Oops, sorry guys. What is going on? I cannot make this any different. Paths. Is it because it's... There's nothing wrong with this. It's because it probably can't find it. From Django. .contrib import admin from Django URLs import include path. Fine. Oh, it's right here. Include. I don't even know what that is. It's freaking me out and it makes me very uncomfortable. I don't like it, Pylance. I think I'm using black though. Am I not using black? Oh, What We Do in the Shadows. We're not watching it yet. We're rewatching the old one. The first season first. I don't know, this is gonna drive me insane. I know I need a comma here. And it's just saying it's not closed. Maybe it needs, I don't know. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'll worry about it later. This is gonna make me insane. Can I uninstall Pylance? Because it's definitely black is what I'm using. Yeah, I'll reload you later, but and then URLs is here. Have I tried turning it off and on again? IT crowd friend. I could. And then Pylance again. Like turn it on. I don't know about that. Yes. Invalid syntax. Yeah, I might in a second. It's just driving me insane. All right. So we are working on the authentication app, meaning that invalid syntax, Jedi. What? What are you talking about? I just told you to import. I don't know what Jedi is. This is driving me insane. Is it because I'm not? Django URLs. Oh, okay. I'm running a Django project with Ubuntu Droplet. I'm trying. All right. Edit. I've edited the website URLs to look like this. I'm still getting 404. Your virtual environment may not be enabled in VS Code. Oh, you know what it is? No, it's not. Darn it. This means include path may not be an empty string. I don't have it as include. That's how I am doing it. Are you guys seeing a solution on this Stack Overflow that I think you have not included the blog app in your base URLs? See this Django doc. All right. No. Irritating. I already restarted VS Code, right? All right, let's go back to the tutorial for a second because this worked the other day. And this is what they have for their URLs. So basically they add it, URL patterns, add index. URL patterns polls, an admin. Django URLs.path example. Import path include some blogs with auth URL. Thanks. Auth include auth _ app .urls, but I call it auth. I don't call it auth app. That seems like it should work. It's the same thing. Here's another one. Do I have to go? Maybe it's before I did it all in the same app. Oh no, this is my app. Soapbox is my yes. No. This is the same as before, except Polls was my app instead of. I'm looking, Ben. I'm looking for the answer. Because this is the same thing. This is exactly what I did. Maybe it's because I called it auth. No, that doesn't make sense. Irritating. I think these are having trouble coming in too. Like, that's not what I'm used to. Oh, it's because Pylance is off. Let's put Pylance back on. Turn Pylance back on. See if it automatically goes into actually running the code. It could just be a VS Codebook because it's errors. Do I just do run server? The auth app.urls doesn't make sense because I'm saying auth instead of auth app. So it should just be auth. So I just have to run this. So do I just do Python manage? Oh, I'm missing an A? A comma. Missing a comma. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that's all fixed. And then how would I run this? I would just start the server. So manage, so Python, and I have to be in Soapbox, right? So I have to go into cd Soapbox, and then I have to go into Soapbox, and then I manage Python manage.py, and then run server. And that would be me running the code. Oh, of course it can't. No module named Django. Oh, my bad. When I restarted, I didn't pull up the terminal. Guess URLs is inside apps. Not sure. I was just missing a comma. Yeah. Yeah, silly girl. cd Soapbox. Python manage .py run server. Whoa, Puppet. What are you talking about? All right, so first thing is the views having problem for some reason. Something is funky. Import error. Cannot import error HTTP response from Django.http. So something is up. Hold on. I need to check my pip. Control C. Get me out of here. All right. And now I need to see pip list. I have Django. All right. We'll just do this then. HTTP. Gotcha. I see it. All right, cool. So that's fine. So now we're going to go back and run the server again. All right, I have 18 unapplied migrations. My project may not work properly until I apply the migrations from admin, auth, content types, sessions. Okay. You know what I'm worried about though? I'm worried that like there's going to be some weird cross paths with authentication, but I guess we'll see. Because I don't know. We're going to see. Quit the server. Or I'll leave the server up, I guess. It's not going to hurt anything. And then I'll go back in here and I will. Yeah. So yeah. You guys can work that out. Okay. So now I want to migrate. Although I want to check out my like base authenticator. Here we go. It's in here. Okay. Authentication support is bundled. Okay, so if I want to do this, I really want to do from DjangoDB import models, but I don't have that yet. And then this guy is new. How did this guy end up here? The SQLite 3 database. That just started. I feel like I didn't have a SQLite 3 database before. I did in the old project, but it shouldn't be in this project. This is very interesting, the way this kind of builds. I like understood it in the tutorial because you just walk through it, but like, let me close this. I don't need this. Then I think if I want, I'm just gonna start the migration and see what happens. And if I mess it up, I mess it up. Because the migration just builds my tables. I don't necessarily call them or do anything with them yet anyway. So I ran the server and now I want to, okay, set up my database. Now open the settings. And then I've got that SQLite thing going on. So when I run server, is that what happened? Yep, right here. Perfect. Okay. And I might as well start with SQLite. Although I could do Postgres. I think that's what I did last time, isn't it? I don't think so. I think I just followed the original tutorial. And they hadn't done any Postgres or anything like that. So, let's see. Yeah. And so now what I'm going to do is what? Quit it, Christine. Keep showing my social security number. It's just out there. JK, can't see it. Okay. So it wants me to go to settings. And I will start with SQLite, but then I'm going to upgrade it someday later. And then I'm going to Python. And this part was fun for me when we did the migration because we could look at the dbeaver, right? Didn't we look at dbeaver? I feel like we didn't. Oh, what are you saying? Oh, my bad. Of course. I'm going to get out of here. I'll restart the server. I'll do this. Goodness, this woman. All right, now I'm in Soapbox. Going down a folder. Now I'm going to migrate. Python, manage.py, migrate. Now I've got an app. Does that apply to all languages? I am doing some project on maps for uni in that. Maps is inside Google and geocoder status in Maps module. Oh man, you're asking the wrong lady. But I think that makes sense, right? Oh, okay, good. I don't know. Okay, good. No. You're not asking dumb questions, Ben. The whole reason that I'm here is to make people feel better about asking dumb questions. Do you remember my first stream when I had to like download Python? Or it was my second stream? Oh, okay. And Maria, welcome to the chat. Hey, how's it going? It's great to have you. Yeah, the first stream still gives you nightmares. Oh, so sad, old Sloppy. Don't be sad. It's all right. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do. Oh, Cat's back. Oh, Cat's back. I see. Okay. So we applied all the migrations, and now I think it'd be really fun if we could look at the tables in dbeaver, because we worked so hard on this the other day, just looking at the database. And so it'd be really cool if we could just see what's there already. So we connected to recommendations, which we don't want to do anymore. No, I'm not going to upgrade right now. I'll get it later. Okay, I'll care about that later. So I'm gonna open, connect, disconnect, edit connection, delete. I'm just gonna delete this. I don't want to look at it anymore. And then we're going to reconnect. We're gonna connect to SQLite, and we're gonna do the path. Easy peasy. Sorry guys. Twitch app, desktop. There we go. Into SPBX, Soapbox. Connect to this one, finish. And then this has got all of our tables, and we can look. Oh, look at all of these auth things. Auth group permissions, auth user groups. This is fantastic. Views is interesting. I wonder why it does that. All right. So since we have dbeaver, we can kind of look at the shape of our database. And so we've got an auth set up, but what I want to do is just build a model that adds a user, build a view that adds a user, right? And that should be awesome. And that'll be the goal. Because we've started this, and then we'll start thinking about how each of these kind of blend in to be a bigger app. So yeah. Okay, so we're at the authentication level, and we need a model. And the model that I want is going to be user, class user. And I'm just going to trash this guy. I want a user class. That's it. That's all I want is a user class. Why aren't you doing auto indent? That's frustrating. Should definitely have. Pylons, you're driving me insane. Seriously. Just quit your nonsense. Oh my goodness. This is just insane. Profile? Sure. All right. Profile. But let's think about this, because like when they first log in, yeah, okay. And then I'll have a create profile, right? And then my profile has a username and password. Oh, I'm out of tea. I don't have a hydration. I don't have anything to hydrate with. Should I take a 2-second break and go get some water? No. What do you mean? I'm just thinking right now. Oh, okay. All right. I'll take a break in 5 minutes. So I'll hydrate then. I gotta think about this. This is fun. It's like, because I actually have to think about what the username and password are in the built-in user model. Oh, okay. How can I see the built-in user model? Is there a way to do that? Um, User objects have username, first name, last name, email, password, groups, user permissions, is staff, is active, is super user, last login, date joined. And these attributes is authenticated, is anonymous. And these methods. Oh. All right, I'll go back to it. I think it's this one. Extending user model using a proxy model. This is a less intrusive way to extend the existing user model. You won't have any drawbacks with that strategy, but it's very limited in many ways. Why? Oh, so it's a person, and then you extend the user model. I see. And then person manage. Proxy equals true. Can anybody give me like a 2-minute ad warning? Thank you for the ad warning. Okay, so proxy equals true. Orderings, first name, define, do something. In the example above, we have defined a proxy model named person. We tell Django this is a proxy model by adding the following property inside the meta class. Proxy equals true. What's a proxy model? Proxy model is a mathematically or statistically defined function that replicates and approximates the response of a full-scale simulation model output for the selective input parameters. I don't think that's what we're looking for. A proxy model is a subclass, that makes sense, of a database. Yeah, I know. It's like, that's not what we're talking about. Typically, creating a subclass of a model results in a new database table with a reference back to the original model's table. Multi-table inheritance. Proxy model doesn't get its own database table. Instead, it operates on the original table. Oh. Okay, Mumi. Like, I gave you everything you needed, Chrissy. Stop being lazy. And I'm like, okay, Mumi. Oh, yep. I read this before. I just didn't remember this part. You should use a proxy model to extend the existing user model when you don't need to store extra information in the database, but simply add extra methods or change the model's query manager. So if I just wanted to create a view against the user model, but I don't. I do want a profile. I want like an image and stuff like that, right? So like eventually, but I don't know. So this needs to say user. And is this kind of the idea? Then option 2 is probably what you want. Oh, using the one-to-one link. Oh, okay. It is a regular Django model that's going to have its own database table that will hold a one-to-one relationship to the existing user model. Oh, okay. You should use a one-to-one link when you need to store extra information about the existing user model that's not related to the authentication process. We usually call it a user profile. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick break while the thing goes off. Well, the ad goes off, which a lot of you don't see. All right, who's here? Back to the desktop because I really... Okay, so we're going to use this one-to-one link like you said. I guess I'm going to read through these just quick because I want to understand the differences. And you know what I might do? At some point, I think I'm going to create like a file of all the great links that way. So I think I'm going to favorite this. And then I think I'm going to create like a file of all the links that we use here because I think they're all fantastic when you guys send me links. So let's see. I'm going to hydrate and sit up. All right, so we want to, when you don't need to store extra information. Okay, so proxy basically just gives a table that's like, hey, this is exactly the same as the user model. Then a one-to-one link adds things to the original one, and then that's not related to the authentication process. So the user module is really, or the user class is definitely focused on authentication. And then when you want to extend that, you use a one-to-one link. The difference between proxy and one-to-one link is a great example of composition over inheritance. And so composition is proxy and inheritance is one-to-one. Is that what you're saying? Composition over inheritance principle. Because basically, like profile becomes... Does that make the profile class a child of the user, or is just a sub? It's not a subclass, right? It's a... I don't remember what it was called when in my class we talked about the way those were used. Other way around. One is composition. Okay. The proxy model would be a subclass. Okay. Composition versus inheritance. Oh, seems like a pretty... Why does it say Java? Two programmings. I'm going to read this anyway, even though it says Java. Oh, here we go. Inheritance versus composition. And it seems not to be recommended as good practice in programming. Okay, this is new. It's easy to find many discussions articles on composition over inheritance as a precaution for engineers. Some modern programming languages like Go don't even allow the use of inheritance, but only composition. Wow, okay. To make a long story short, when a child class inherits from a parent class, this is something I thought I knew. The child acquires all behaviors of that parent. Exactly. Inheritance will make a class hierarchy. You can imagine it as a tree of classes. Okay? Yeah, person. So basically, a student person is the same. All right. Like a student is a subclass of person. So you're saying one-to-one is okay. So composition, in contrast to inheritance, enables the creation of complex types by combining objects of other types rather than inheriting from the base class instances of other classes that implement the desired functionality. That's really interesting. Oh my God. Lego example. Components are Lego bricks. Okay. Main difference. I see. Composition has... Oh, okay. So what you're saying, Mumi, is that here we are. When we use the one-to-one model, we can use objects of other classes as well. Or we can use... I mean, I guess not objects. Or we can use... Well, Let me look at how it's implemented. This is interesting because you still sort of use it in the same way that you would it's like if we take chat as a class, mods, VIP and viewers can be subclasses, I guess. Not sure, I may be wrong. So if we take chat as a class, mods, VIP, and viewers can be, mods, VIPs and viewers can be subclasses of what? Of chatters? Oh, I think that it depends, right? Because mods, VIPs, and viewers have different actions, so they would be composition. Maybe. No. Not really. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. What I'm thinking is that if we were taking chat as an example, say a composition, a one-to-one, a chat might have a poor use of inheritance. What I'm thinking is that I'm just trying to think of how you could, because the has a, when we did this, right, it says composition has a steering wheel. That means that you can use more than just the steering wheel to create the other class. So you also would need a has a seating, has four, or has a wheel, has a transmission. So you would need a lot more in the composition one. So the way that you would build that would have to be you compose your objects. With a composition approach, okay. You're never locked into some contract. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Ben. And I think that, like, we can still kind of think of these. Let's I think you can still think of about subclasses in the way that you're thinking about them, but you aren't locked into, if you use in composition, then you can have pieces of a subclass or of a class, but not use the whole thing. Is that what everybody is saying? Or you use the whole thing and then you build it out to with other classes. I don't know. It was very complicated. It's interesting, but complicated. Yeah, so you add the functionality. So here, let's give this isn't really a great example. Oh, I see. All right, so we've got models.model and we build out the profile. The user is models.one-to-one field. And then we map that field to user on delete models.cascade. Ooh, this is very interesting. What can the object, composition is more flexible and often less confusing. Like classes can inherit their properties. What can the object do? Not what is it most similar to. Reasoning about objects becomes much easier. Okay. Yeah. So if you have some function in a class, you can call that function from a subclass object. Yeah, I'm feeling it. It's a little interesting the way it's used here. So user must have a field. Receiver, post save, sender equals user. Create user profile. Sender instance created quarks if created. Woof. Very interesting. All right, let's just try to use this, and we'll try to understand it a little bit more as we build it out. So you're basically borrowing the functions of the class or the objects or the attributes of the class without actually subclassing the entire thing, right? So let's just from Django.contrib.auth.models. I like to treat objects as data. They have 0 verbs attached to them. It has a to go to a function and a to get any work done. To go, it has to go to a function to get any work done. Yeah. Like a drive function that takes a car as input, not the car having a drive function built in. That makes sense. What is going on? Import user. Okay. And then we're going to use this. So user equals models. So the models must have a function called one-to-one field that, okay, so it maps to user on delete equals models.cascade. All right. And I don't need any of this. Go away. So I don't entirely understand what this means. So a profile has a user, and the user equals this one-to-one field of user. And upon delete, hey, Fluff, we're just trying to build a profile structure from the Django user authenticator. And also I'm hydrating. So Mumi introduced this link, which helps understand the one-to-one link between the user and which helps us to build a composition model for the profile. Not entirely sure what a profile is, but sounds cool. Yeah, same. Me neither. Trying to think about it. It's basically an extension of the user model. I didn't want to use the out-of-the-box I didn't want to use the authenticator out of the box, like only. I want to be able to change the views and maybe have them add a picture or an emoji or something like that, or maybe like just something that distinguishes them. I doubt I'll use it, but it's really right now, a profile is just a proxy model because I don't have anything to build it out extra. Oh, I see. So this one adds a bio, which we could have, a location, which is going to be important for recommendation, which is great, and a birthday would also be great. So this is actually a great example of why we would build out the one-to-one link, because the base user model that's not just for authentication doesn't have a bio, a location, and a birth date. And so I think this is a great example of what we should do, at least a bio. Because when eventually the recommendation profile is going to include like favorite food or favorite book, or it's going to have like a whole shape of the main things that this person loves, so that when you go to their profile, you see the things that they're most likely to recommend if you enjoy their stuff. So if you ever ask for a book recommendation, it'll have this extra stuff. So it extends the user module, the user class, I guess, and then this is so fun and so complicated. Also ties into what you're reading at the beginning of the stream about keeping authentication related data separate from other data. Yeah, right, exactly. So so it keeps it in its own table. And so the authentication data is going to be the email, the first name, last name, and all that jazz. But then the profile doesn't ever have to pull the first name and last name. So your anonymity can just be your like username, right? So actually, would that be something that I wanted to pull into this model too? Like, if the user model, which I think I have, was here, we had the whole user model up. Yeah, here it is. So the user model has a username. And so we can probably bring the username as the new name in this profile model. And then obscure the first name and last name, the email and the password, obviously. And so the second profile model will be what we always ask the information for. And these will all be kind of obscured. Am I thinking this correctly? I think I'm thinking of this correctly. I'm not entirely sure how we would. So it actually has everything that a user has too. Does the table keep all of the same information because of this one-to-one field? Yeah, I absolutely want to keep the username and display names. Oh, the username and the display name separate? All right, that's a good idea. So then would this be, if I'm building this out, this is fascinating. Just this beginning stuff is just fascinating. I love this. I love this work. All right, so then we're going to add a bio. I'm just going to pull these in like this. It's going to be easy peasy because I don't need to type everything in the world. What? That's not what happened. And I'll think about the shapes of these. So I want a bio? I'm going to call it something not a bio, like a... what's a good, that's not a bio, but it's like a quick, like a quip. I guess I'll call it bio for now. Can't hurt, I guess. Text field, let's keep that short. Let's keep it 250. And then the location, I'm not entirely sure I want this. It will be good in a model, but I'm not I don't think I want it to be a character field. I think that I'm going to get rid of that. Like, if we want to use location data, it's going to be a totally different thing. I don't think location is going to be part of the profile. Oh, enjoy sugaring your tea. Do you make like a gallon every week, Josh? That happens to me too on chat one day instead of copy pasting raid message my previous. Oh yeah, no, that's not great. Yeah. No big deal. It happens to all of us. Happens to the best of us. Birth date. The only reason I would want to keep the birth date is to like make sure that they're old enough to use the app, but I don't know like if I'm gonna keep the app like. I mean, I don't want people making recommendations to 5-year-olds about books that are like. So I think it probably has to have like at least they have to be 13. No, I guess that can stay in the database if they want to put their birth date in or whatever. But I'm sure that actually changes the authenticator too. Because if you want to make sure that your person is at least, by the way, Josh, I didn't say goodbye, but thanks for showing up. I'm sorry for not saying bye. I thought you were going to answer my question, but you left. So I feel bad. Bye, Josh, if you could still hear me. It was during lockdown and I was copy pasting my assignments. Yeah. So I think that does change the authentication if I want to make sure that they're like of age, right? And so I'll want to think about, I guess not worry about it right now. But I definitely want to protect. That's a good idea. Just have like a UI confirmation. And then we'll make this Boolean. That makes sense, right? Where am I? I saw a Boolean one over here. Yeah, people are gonna lie about their age anyway. Absolutely, they are. So I'm gonna need models. Let's see if I can get a Boolean out of here. Model. Good job, Christine. Models dot Boolean. Haha, I found you. And what do you have? I just want true false, not a PK. I have no idea. Verbose name optional union. And it doesn't need to be in your model because if they're not of age, you're not going to let them register. Oh, okay, thank you. That makes sense. I just stopped their UI. But they're going to check that box anyway. Okay, good. Okay, so we've got just a user and a bio. I don't want location. I don't want birth date. Let's see. I do want like favorite, but I don't need this in the beginning. They don't need to tell me what their favorite book is or anything. They can do that as they build out their profile. But I guess I should make it accessible for them to build out their profile. So yes, I'll want, this is interesting. I wonder if I should make favorites a list of, cause like, let's say you're, and maybe I'll draw this out. Let me go to Draw.io. All right, so let's say I'll just, hold on, let me save to my device and then I'll scooch back over here. I'm gonna call this Brainstorm. Maybe I'll change it later, but desktop, Twitch app, SPBX. I'm gonna put it in brainstorming. View, new folder, brainstorm. Okay, brilliant. All right. So this guy. So imagine you've got If you're separating application logic into apps, then auth application probably shouldn't need to know any of that stuff. You don't think so? I guess you're right. I guess you're right. Right, you're right. I wasn't thinking correctly. Because basically the class, the user class, like can connect to a model called favorites, and the list of course can just come later. So you're right, I shouldn't even be thinking about that. So this is fine, user and a bio. And then we've got the way that we extend this is with a receiver. Oh, sorry buddy. Oh, that's so cool. Did you see that? Wasn't that wonderful? Did anybody see that? Post save sender equals user. And then we're going to define create user profile. User profile. And the sender, this is interesting to me because I don't know what any of these things mean. Instance created quarks. So sender equals user, so this comes from the user table, and then it creates an instance. The date created must be a date, and then quarks is where they go to get to their user profile, must be. That's my guess. Probably not great, but if created, profile.objects.create user equals instance, and then at receiver. So this is neat, this directive, the receiver directive. So post underscore save, and the sender is again the user, and we want to save the user profile. So this is just updating it, must be profile. This is fascinating. Sender instance. And it doesn't need to create a date. Quarks. Quarks. And then we need instance.profile save. Brilliant. Okay. Basically, we're hooking the create user profile and save user profile methods to the user model. Whenever a save event occurs, this kind of signal is called a post save. Okay, so it basically saves it both to the user authentication table and then to the time of day, birthday, etc. Okay, these methods should be outside the class. Heard. Okay. Okay, and then all right. So let's think about this in, generally speaking, you'll never have to call the profile save method. Everything's done through the user model. So this makes sense. And now there are Django forms, apparently. Technically, it's the star that does it, but you could call it anything, but Quarks is the convention. Oh, okay. But right now I don't have anywhere to store. Oh, I see. Create user profile. So this Quarks could be bio, right? Like if it's bio, then would that get saved to the, like it might not get saved to the user. Would it get passed through the user and then to the profile? I wonder. Oh no, I guess no. Because user, the way, and this is interesting. So the way that you would use this is you would say user.profile.location or user.profile.bio. So that when you updated that, got it. I wonder if I think I'm just going to use this and show it. And I can change it, but, oh no, I already saved you. I can change this, and this goes into templates, right? Which I have to remember where to make. But I think I'm getting it. I think I understand. And so it could say star additional data, and that should be fine. Okay, cool. This is fantastic. I only think I want the user class and a bio. Oh, and were you saying use a display username? So this is something that they can change. Display username or display name. And then what do you think I would use for this? Oh, I guess I would just use a text field. And it would be like 10 characters. And I guess I would have to have like this is just data, right? So yeah, I am curious. I'll add it on to what I want to read. I think so. It's good. It's important to know this stuff, especially when you're starting to dig into this as much as I am. Do like 50 characters? Okay. And then blank equals true, I guess. Like I can just, I'll just have a model that basically says if this is true, then use the original username. Or maybe I won't let them make it, allow it to be blank at some point, but right now I don't care. You're right. Mumi couldn't. So yeah, I was probably dumb, but thank you. All right, so this is the profile class, and it'll save to the user and the receiver, and I can save the data. So now what I want to do is, I think I'm gonna like try to go till 12:30, and then I'm kind of tapped out. I'm not tapped out. I'm excited, but. I'm gonna make it 30. I like that better. Sorry, Fluff. 50 was good. 30 still might. I'm gonna make it 35. There we go. Hit the edge. I think 50 would drive me crazy. It doesn't really matter. 50 is fine too. So then, if I want to create a view, yeah, it's fine. 30. Yeah, it's all good. Yes, you're right. 10 is too small. I should have thought. I just wasn't. I wasn't thinking. I should have thought, but I wasn't thinking. So, oh, this is post-save and pre-save stuff, which I'm going to read later. So the web framework for perfectionists with deadlines. I absolutely love that. What a beautiful name. So I wish I was a perfectionist. I am a perfectionist, but in the worst sense of the word. It just gives me crippling anxiety to not get something done perfectly. So that's why I stream everything, so that I can get it done. All right, so if we want a view now of the profile class, we want to define the index page as, oh geez, okay, I have to think about this. So the models are good. And then I want to add this to my installed apps in my settings, because obviously I can't just call it without it noticing it. So I've got to go to installed apps and then do Django. And it wouldn't be contrib anymore. Now it's, oh no, it's not Django anymore. It's auth dot oh. I'm confused a little bit. To include the app in our project, we need to add a reference to its configuration class in the installed app settings. The Pols config class is in the Pols apps py. Auth config, that's what I need. So I need to go back to the settings, and then I need auth config. Ugh, that gives me anxiety. And I need apps, right? Apps. .auth config. So now this is part of the installed apps. And now Django knows to, oh, I never did make migrations. So make migrations, and then I want to do auth. Application labels aren't unique. Duplicates auth. So instead I want to rename this. Am I going to hurt myself if I rename this? Authenticate. Now I need authenticate. So then do I do authenticate? No. Cannot import auth. Check the authenticate apps. Where are you? Config.py line 247. Oh, crap. Yeah, auth is the name of a built-in module, and I added the app as auth instead of as authenticate. So when I built a new app, so here's what I'm going to do. So can I just do like Python manage.py make app authenticate, and then just copy everything here? I'm not sure that's the wisest thing, but I messed it up already. Yeah. And so now I have to change it. So what do I change? Let's just make a new one. I think if we do, let's change this back to auth and then build the app. So then you go to Python, manage, and it's manage.py. I think it's start app, right? Start, I just want to get it right. Let's go to the first page. There we go. Not start project, start app, right? Just want to make sure. Run server. No, come on. App. What is going on? models. Here we go. Start. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was startup the whole time. And then I authenticate. All right. What? What did I do now? Oh. Remote authenticate from your installed apps? What do you mean by remote authenticate? Oh, remove authenticate from my installed apps. Thank you. All right, try again. Brilliant. All right, so now we just scooch everything over. Models. I didn't do anything in views, I don't think. Tests, apps. Brilliant. I do have to change this, but not yet. Admin, migrations. Okay, delete this guy. Is that the only thing I did? That's fine, but I don't mind. Understood a little bit more about users. So, and I didn't make any migrations here because it stopped. It was like, no, that's must construct additional Pythons. Pythons? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, I cracked myself up. Alrighty, so now we want to make migrations, authenticate. No module named auth, that must mean my models have issues. Where is it? In it? No. I didn't do any. Oh, it's in URLs. Got it. And I can actually probably say auth here, right? Because the path is auth. That's not going to hurt anybody. And I can go here. And let's just make sure I don't have a URLs. So I just have to add one. New. Oh my gosh. I just want to touch the file. Thank you. URLs. Shouldn't have deleted that before. And then I can re-put in the old path for this guy, which is fine. Fine. And I'm just going to use this here. That should be a-okay. And I don't think I have an index either. I think I'm breaking everything. And I'll just put this here, which I'm going to end up changing anyway. But this is just from the tutorial, so I will end up using render anyway. So okay, and this is gonna say this is where we log in. Log in or create user. All right, and now I've got, I think, all the components that I need. And then this URLs, yes, okay, brilliant. Now this should work. All right, I made migrations, which is fantastic. And now I need to migrate. Because after I make migrations, I have to migrate them. And that is, where was that created? Here? No, it wasn't. you should see something similar to the following. No installed app with label authenticate. Did I? Oh, I didn't install the app in my settings. So I need to say authenticate dot apps dot authenticate config. Oh boy, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Let's just make sure I've got that correct. Brilliant. Oh, feels good to get this like ready and going. Even if it's not like, yeah, that was fine. Did all right. Copy paste all the time. Hey, kitty. Oop. What's going on? No comma. Still no. Name error. Receiver's not defined. Yay, woman. This probably needs a import module and the extension. Yep, I figured that. All right, from Django.database, models, signals, import, post save. And then also I want to import receiver. .dispatch, import receiver. There we go. All better. This should work. So many errors. Boy, this is quite a fun thing. Okay, Python system check identified some issues. Reverse accessor for authenticate profile user. Clashes with reverse accessor for authenticate user PTR. How am I supposed to know what this means? Add or change a related name argument to the definition for authenticate or authenticate profile.user. Darn it. What the heck? Yeah, absolutely no idea what this means. Let's do this guy. Well, let's make sure I did. It looks like I did. Oh, that's what I did. See the profile user? I needed models.model. This is the issue right here. So I need models.model. And that should be fine. Okay, and it created the migration. So now I just need to migrate it. And I've created all right, so now I do this. So I made migrations and then SQL migrate. This is saying authenticate 001. Thank you for the follow. Mojo Ojam. Could be that. Oh, it's I gotcha. Mojo Ojam. I gotcha. It's a what's it called? Same thing backwards and forwards. Whatever those are called. I can't think right now. But thanks for the follow. Okay, so then we want to SQL migrate authenticate and then the first migration. Okay, brilliant. And then I have to do it again, right? I have to do another migration. Python manage.py migrate. Palindrome. Thank you, Old Sloppy. It's a palindrome. I don't know why palindrome isn't a palindrome itself. I feel like Palinilap would be a really great name for a palindrome instead. So I just migrate again. I applied all migrations and we are solid. All right. And we'll play with the API some other time, but we have done what we came here to do kind of and added a display name, a username, and a bio to the profile, to the user authentication model. And we'll probably Radar. Radar's a good one. Flalf, if you had, ooh, wait a second. Should I empty these guys? I don't want to empty. It has my first bit in there. UFO tofu. Yeah, that's a good one. How do I empty my cup? To empty the cup. I don't know. It's fine. I'll do it later. Oh, I found it. Empty cup. There we go. My cup is empty. Yeah, and so that's pretty great. So I didn't convert the app to Django yet, but we did start with the authenticator. So we're getting there. And then I think next thing we're going to do is create the view for the authenticator app, the Authenticate app, and the what's whoa? Uzi rat in a sanitary zoo. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Uzi rat in a yeah, it is. That's amazing. That's incredible. How cool. All right. So the next thing, like I said, is going to be a little bit more creative. I know, for real. It's going to be a little bit more creative. Because we're going to start thinking about not just the how to start with an authentication. We're going to make a view, like I said, and we are going to build I think probably the friendship model comes next. So when two users connect, their friendship is built. I don't know if I doubt we build a friendship model with one person and then everyone else in the universe. Probably just a friendship model with the friend, all their friends, and then maybe their friends' friends, so that we can keep that kind of safe and protected. So I think that's what we're gonna do next is start thinking about the friendship model. Hey, Fluff. Well, what am I doing? Like, what's next? Oh, I have to hash my passwords. You're right. Does like Django not hash passwords? So you're right. I'm getting ahead of myself. I thought I did it already. I thought I was done with authentication. I need to hash my passwords, add an extra string. I don't even know what implement HTTPS means. I have to hash passwords and I need a page to create an account. Yes, those are my views, right? Those will be my UI. So you're right. All right, forget the friendship data thing. I'll just be working on. Next are the forms to log in and register. TBH, the view isn't even necessary, although very helpful to check it actually works. Figure out how to set cookies. How to set cookies. Thank you, Fluff. This is so then, yeah, I think you're right too. Well, because I can use yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. Okay. So these are the things I'm keeping in mind for authentication. Right, I got to finish the authenticator. I just so excited, Fluff. I'm just so excited to build my app. But you're right, I have to do it right. And I have to do it well. So I have to make sure these things are happening. I thought maybe Django just automatically did all these things. I'll work on it, I promise. Let's hit the chat for a little bit before we leave. Kitty's gone. Where'd she go? She's gone for the day. I might as well just turn off her cam. Yeah, so added a model for the profile. I started my Django app. So some really good first steps here. And it definitely is. No, I think that's perfect. I think you're right, Fluff. Don't even worry about it. I think that is exactly the direction I need to go. And it's perfect. So do you guys mind if I do this one more time? Fluff, can you type !B-Day so that we can celebrate one more time? And you can say happy birthday to me. It's so silly. I'm sorry. I just don't want to do it myself because I feel silly. Thank you. Old Sloppy made this, and I'm so proud of it. No, you did it right. Yesterday was my birthday. This is my belated birthday stream. And yeah, Old Sloppy's pretty good. Good people. Thank you. Thanks so much. It's my birthday stream. Did you know I got my sub button on my birthday too, which is exciting. Doesn't mean anything for a little while till I have some badass content, but for now, it's okay. When I actually have a recommendation app to play with, and I think I'm going to start, like, the bingo extension is going to be fun to play with, and when we actually have bingo, that'll be really fun. Yeah, Moomy gave me my first bit. I just donated 1 bit. It was very gracious and very kind. It was very exciting. And so that's why I don't know if you've been on since there have been ads, but there have been like ads every, I don't know, 45 minutes or something. But more Star Wars stuff, that's all Old Sloppy stuff. I got my friends' Legos, which I might put together on stream sometime just to do like a chill, like easygoing, like let's put together some friends' Lego streams. I have a land speeder and an R2-D2 that need to be put together. Oh, yes. No, I mean, you can see I did not get these. These were given to me for Christmas, I think, 1 year or something. And they're just kind of sitting there. But yeah, we have a couple of things that we have to. It's pretty funny. Anyway, so we got one thing done today on our checklist, which is new and exciting. I'll put this here for now. Game if I'm late tired. That did not happen. It's called hobby sharing. No, it's a good thing. It's fine. And then we've got this list that the single failure message, the implement HTTP, hash our passwords, add extra string, 2-factor authentication, and setting cookies. Why does starting an app have to be so hard, Fluff? Like, why do we have to do all this extra stuff? Is it for our client's safety? It's so irritating. I just want to recommend things to people and have them recommend things to me. But yes, they have to log in first. It works in your hobby sharing works in your brain. That's fine. I get it. Why doesn't it? Oh, DeLorean works in your brain, but not on your phone. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's why we get paid a lot, because we care about the authentication, or because we can spell DeLorean. I agree. You're right. And the more I do this, the more I'll get paid, or at least the more I'm telling it what to do. Are you saying that about me? You mean as you're building things, imagine talking to the dumbest child you've ever met, but dumber than that, and telling it what to do in the app. That's what UI is what you're saying. Or like, that's what building this app is. Oh, the computer. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. It's also UI. No, we're not getting paid. I mean, some of us are getting paid. Actually, yeah. I mean, just not doing this. But yeah. Yeah. I haven't built an app. I just like clean up someone else's messes in my job. I fix bugs. I build new features, but I base them off of old features. And then oh, good. Fluff. Imagine you're speaking to Chrissy. She's like the dumbest toddler you've ever met, but dumber. You got to get her to create an authentication app. This is how you do it. Where is the palindrome? LOL. Oh, LOL is a palindrome. True. It's funny. I know. I'll get through it. I'm excited about it. So this is really the first time I've done something that I didn't like to get something done that I did like. Usually I get to this point and I'm like, I'm done. I'm putting this project on a shelf and I'm never going to do it again because it's got all this annoying stuff in the background that I have to do that isn't interesting. Isn't there just like Python package authenticate? I don't know. All right, cool. So excited to be an affiliate because now I can play games and not feel like my viewer count matters. Ben, you're not the dumbest. Most dumbest. No. Don't say that. Authentication is one of the easier things to get done. Ugh. That's not what you're supposed to say. I'm wicked smart. Tweakez, welcome to the chat. Very interesting. Oh yeah, Star Wars. Yeah. Without even checking, I bet there are probably 100 different authentication packages. It's not that it's hard, it's just uninteresting. Well, it is actually interesting. When I was looking at the way that the one-to-one field was used, that was actually very interesting. And I think you're right. I think I just have to go through the steps the first time. And once I go through the steps the first time, then I'll be like, oh, okay, this is very straightforward. And it is very straightforward. I just have to get through it. I authenticate packages. Very funny, old sloppy. Do you work for USPS? Is that how you authenticate packages? Okay, guys. I think because I have to work in the morning, which is irritating. I wish I didn't have to work. I wish I just made this app and it had a brilliant authenticator and no. He's the stamper in the back with the OK stamp. Work is dumb. I'm cranky about it, definitely. I don't want to worry about it. I just want to, I want to work. I like learning. Sorry, this might be noisy for a second. Can you guys hear this? Probably, yes. I need to get, nope, it's muted. Perfect. You guys can't hear anything, right? You code and work and code again in the night. Sounds cool. Yes, it is exactly cool. It's very exhausting. It's very exhausting. Okay, let's see. I am looking, does anybody know? I'm gonna pull up this guy and we can see. I didn't finish my work that I needed to get done. That's terrible. You gotta finish your work that you need to get done. Anybody have a preference for who we raid today? I'm looking for software. Maybe some people who don't have anybody. I don't know. It's all good. I think we'll just raid Techie Girl. Already has 80 viewers, so unless you guys have someone else you'd like to raid, then we'll scooch to that. But yeah. But I'm not gonna raid right now, so just wait a second. Yeah, I want cheesecake. I would love some cheesecake. I'm hungry now. It's because I'm up late. That's why I'm hungry. I'm such a bad dancer. Let's clip it so we never ever forget it. All right, thank you everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Let me pick stream to raid. We'll just do Techie Girl. Start the raid. Thanks everyone for took me forever to learn that on kazoo. It's hilarious. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Thanks for the lurks, wait, nobody subbed. That's okay. Follows, the chats. I appreciate everybody. I will see you soon on Discord, on Twitter, and probably on Tuesday. Definitely on Tuesday. I'll see everybody on Tuesday. Thanks for celebrating my birthday with me and coming out, celebrating my button, and I appreciate everybody. We're gonna go hop over to Techie Girl and say hi. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Rating. I don't know if I stop streaming or not.